Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. What's your name?
My name is Lex. I just had a
Hi.
question because I've seen a lot of your videos, and of course I
Yeah.
am a Christian, and I
Okay.
see I see some of your point of views on
Oh, are you there?
what
Uh-oh, I think we lost you, Lick.
what
Oh,
really.
there you are.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
you
Could you hear
you
me?
cut out for a minute. Yeah, but I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Really, good question because I never understood your background or understood anything of why you spoke not against Christianity, but you have your reasons why you chose not to be a Christian anymore.
Right.
Why why did you stop following God? Because I think like I need to understand like why. Is it the people in the church, or is it the church that caused you to stop believing, that caused you to stop believing?
No, what caused me to leave? So I separate what caused me to stop being a or what made me leave the church and what made me leave the religion. Those are two separate things. So I left the church because I was just very confused. I was going through a lot. I didn't like the people. But I stopped believing in God and I stopped considering myself a Christian because I stopped having good reasons to believe. I realized that I only believed because I was indoctrinated, because I had bad information, I had bad apologetics, and because of that, that caused me to investigate my beliefs further. And the further I investigated, I lost my belief. It was a natural process of being unconvinced that this God is real or exists, and this is anything but a man-made religion meant to control people.
Okay, but what sort of information, or what caused that to trigger like, okay, I'm not going to follow the God of the Bible anymore? Like, what caused it? I understand
I
that you
just I
said,
didn't I didn't believe. I no longer had a good reason. I took all the reasons that I did believe, like I believed because I was indoctrinated. I believed because my parents told me to believe. I believed because I had apologetics that, gave me a specific view of the Bible or the gospel that wasn't actually rooted in reality. And when I investigated it for myself, I realized that there's no good reason in any of it to
so
actually believe and dedicate myself to it.
so in other words, all of the reasons why you to stop you decided to stop following the Bible or God in general was because you were indoctrinated by other people and misinformation around you.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say that I had the reasons that I had for believe, excuse me, the reasons that I had for believing were no longer sufficient for me to believe anymore. Like I no longer believed just because the Bible said it. Like I got to a point where I had to ask myself, well, why do I trust the Bible? And then I couldn't
Mhm.
find a good reason to actually trust the Bible. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm.
Uh, okay. Well, that's all I had to ask. I just wanted to
Oh,
understand your point of view because I see that, you, it, and I understand. I may not understand because no one understands what's really going on within a person individually. But,
yeah.
um, I will genuinely pray for you, and I don't mean this from like a harsh stance or any disagreeing stance or what's or not. Like I will pray, I will genuinely pray for you, because I see that, it's not, you don't do it because you hate people. It's because of the misinformation and the doctrines that were, I guess, brought to you, and the misunderstandings of the people that were around you. So it's not genuinely your fault. I believe that you know, I wish that, I hope you will come around that corner one day. I hope, like I said, I don't wish any wrong, but I hope one day, like, you know, something will come around good, or some
Yeah.
truth and knowledge from the right people, you know?
Okay, so may I ask why you hope that? Like why, because I'm very like happy with my life, like where I am right now. I'm very happy. I'm happy with my own spirituality. I'm happy with my marriage, where I live. Like my whole life is I've built it up to be what I want it to be. And
Right.
so I'm curious why you want me to change the way I live my life and the way I think and what I'm doing. Why is that important to you that I
But
change?
it's not the fact of me wanting you to change what you already decided and what you're already happy with. It's
Okay.
more of wanting the best for those who aren't brought to the truth correctly, if you know where I'm going at with this.
And what is
And
the
it's,
truth that I should be brought to? Like, what is the truth you think I need that I don't have?
I mean, the stuff that you've heard over 100 times and you've
Well,
debated
tell
people
me what
about.
you believe. Don't tell me what, because I mean, there's a lot of different versions of Christianity. There are 45,000 plus denominations. So tell me what you believe and why I should believe it. Maybe that will help.
Well, just to give you a little background of my history, I used to be a ex-club promoter, and I used to party and, just basically I thought that I had it all. But the fact that us as humans, we have this tendency of wanting more, even though we already get what we already got. For example, you may have this life now and you may have everything that you need, but then again, you're going to always feel like you want more of something and you can never get enough of it, you know? And the reason why I believe what I believe,
Can we say that for every human being though? Like, is that a blanket statement you think we can say for all human
yes,
beings?
I mean, that blankets over everyone because in reality, no one is ever satisfied with what they already have.
O- Okay, I don't know if we can say that to be certain, but just for the sake of argument, let's say that that's correct.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So if you aren't fully satisfied with something that someone gives you from
Hmm.
time to time, let's say if you wanted kids, now you have kids and you feel like you want more kids, and after you have more kids, you always want more, but you're not never fully satisfied, and this goes with you until you die, you know? And when you die,
I don't
it's like,
know. No, I am sorry, but I don't know. I don't agree with you. Like, there's a lot that I want in life, but I guess I don't really understand like what you mean by more. Like, what I don't really know what you are saying right now. Because like I'm pretty
no, okay,
satisfied.
so
I'm
let
pretty
me let,
content.
let me explain it in a better sense. All right, whatever you have in life or whatever it is that you do in life, everyone wants to pursue more. They
Okay.
always want
Okay.
more.
Okay.
Okay. So when like, if you got your bachelor's, for example, you feel like you want a better job, a higher paying job,
Okay.
then you go for your
Okay. I
master's,
get you. Okay.
etc.
So you think everybody's just trying to like kind of climb the ladder and get to the next better thing, right?
Yes. But
Okay.
the
Gotcha.
whole point of it is it never stops because we always feel like we need more of it. And we
Hmm.
just, sometimes it leads to a road where we
Okay.
don't know
Okay, let's
why we
say
need.
that's true. Yeah, let's say that's true and that everybody is in that position. How does that relate to like what you believe in the truth?
That's the whole point. If you have Jesus Christ in your life, if you actually believe in Jesus, then you would never even have that feeling of needing more because you have him and he's everything that we all need.
Okay, but
That's
I
the
was a
reason why
Christian.
I
I was
believe.
a
It's not an
okay, but
argument. Go ahead. Sorry.
okay, that's okay. But I was a Christian for 20 years and I had a relationship with Jesus as much as I think anybody can, and I did not feel that contentment. I was always seeking more. So, and it's
I
funny
think,
how now in my life, when I'm not a Christian, I am more content with my life and I have less than I had when I was a Christian. I do not have much. I don't have much going on. When I was a Christian, I had a very pretty privileged upbringing. I had parents that took care of everything I wanted and needed. And, so I was still, I still wanted more. As an adult, I have a lot less than I had. I don't have people taking care of me. I'm taking care of myself, but I'm very content, I'm very happy. There's not anything I'm seeking or looking for. So I feel like so you're telling me that you're praying for me, you're hoping that I come around, that I come to this truth so I can finally be satisfied. But
no, but it's
what
not,
you're doing.
and it's not in hopes of wishing that, it's not in hopes of saying that you will, but I'm just saying, like, as far as like hoping for the best knowledge of Jesus Christ to come to you. It's not,
Okay, but
I can't
why do
change
I
your
need
mind.
that?
But I'm just saying, like, because you just basically stated to me, I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you basically stated you were indoctrinated and surrounded by the wrong people who brought you this information that caused you to
Yes,
feel
but
that way.
But I never said that I didn't truly believe. Like, just because someone's indoctrinated doesn't mean they believe. That's the whole point of indoctrination. Indoctrination works because the people who are indoctrinated end up truly believing what they've been indoctrinated with. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. That's the
And
point.
what was the denomination that you were
I was a
before?
Baptist.
Okay. So there's that's another gateway. But
Wait, so if I went to the wrong church, I had the wrong information.
it's not. It has
Isn't it?
nothing to do with going. It has nothing to do with going to the wrong church. I believe most Baptist church don't fully don't. How could I say this in a better way? 90% of the denomination church don't fully follow the Bible.
Yeah, we believed that too. We said the same thing about everyone else. They all say it about each
Yeah.
other. Okay, so let me ask you. You're praying for me to find the truth. What do you think? What am I supposed to do to get that truth? How about that? Let me ask that. What am I supposed to do? Like, if let's say that I want to find this truth that you're praying for me to find, right? And I've decided, you know what? I want to seek this out. I want to do this. What would be my next step
But the
to
thing is,
knowing the
it's
truth?
not a to-do list. It's something that you as a person have to take the choice to be willing to do. I can't
Okay, but
give you
to
this
do what though?
information now,
To do
but
what? Like
I'm
you're
just
being
saying
very
I can't.
vague.
No, no, I can't give you information if you don't want to. If you said you're comfortable and you're happy with the life that
No,
you
no, no.
have,
I'm saying let's say hypothetically, because this the whole point. Like we're working within a hypothetical. I'm working within your framework. You have already told me that you're praying for me to come around to truth, and I'm trying to figure out what truth and how to come around to that truth you're praying for me to come around to. Like, is it my
it's just
responsibility? Is it God's risk? Because you're going to pray to God. So are you asking God to reveal the truth because he hasn't already? Are you praying that God make
that's what it
changes
is.
me?
I
So
don't think
you're praying for
because
God to reveal himself to me, right?
yes,
Okay. And why does God need you to ask him to do that?
he doesn't need me to ask him to
So
do that. He
so
could
is
probably
he
he,
so what is
go
going to
ahead.
make him what would make him reveal himself to me? Like, isn't he omniscient? Hasn't he already decided whether or not he's going to reveal himself to me? Like, isn't that already in the plan? He's already decided that he will or won't.
That's the thing. It's your choice, and we don't know what's in store for you.
Does he?
We
Yep,
don't
yeah. But
know.
if it's my choice, then why is he revealing himself to me? Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
but that's a request that I personally want to pray to him about. It's nothing to do with,
okay,
I just
does
hope that he reveals that to you, or the best
okay,
truth or the most important truth to you as much as possible. It
and
has nothing to
and
do with
so and when you pray that to him, is he going to either tell you yes or no? Is he going to either do it or not do it based on your prayer?
it's based on faith, to be honest
No,
with
no,
you.
no.
I'm
No,
having hope
is your prayer going to get God to take action? Is what I'm asking.
and that's what I'm telling you. It's all on faith. It's all according to you as well. This
Okay,
has nothing. It's not it's not like a thing. Like it's not. God is not a genie where you can pray for whatever you want.
you're not. I feel like
And
you're not answering my question though, because okay, so a lot of people have different concepts of prayer and like what the goal and purpose of prayer is. Some people think they can pray and get God to do something that he wouldn't have otherwise done. Some people believe that God is omniscient. He knows what he's going to do before he does it. There's no surprising God or changing God's mind. And so when you pray, you're just kind of praying to align with God's will and align with what he's going to do anyway. So I'm asking you, do you think that if you pray, you can either sway God or change his mind or get him to do something that he wouldn't have done before?
that's the thing. No one could tell God to do whatever he feels like he already has in plan for you.
So then he's going to reveal himself to me. He's going to do it whether you pray about it or not, right?
Correct.
So then why are you praying about it?
Because I want to intercede on your behalf about it.
What is the
It's
interceding?
kind
Is
of
the
like this.
interceding going to change God's mind?
But this is what I'm this is what I'm basically saying. Okay. The more it's kind of like when something tragic happens to the world, the more people that pray to God about a person or a situation or a problem, the more God understands that he wants to hear from us. He wants to hear more from us, and the more people that could pray on.
Doesn't he already know your thoughts though? Like he can't he isn't he inside your head?
Yes, he is, but that's not the argument. I'm just basically, I don't understand why a lot of, not you per se, but it's just back in the days when they had a lot of atheists seeking for the truth. Now I just feel like people just don't want to know the truth. They
People
just want to debate
Well, no,
everything.
people are tired of getting preached at. They're tired of people praying against their will. I don't really get mad when people tell me they'll pray for me, although I do think it's kind of inconsiderate because what you're doing when you say that you're praying for me to know the truth, what you're really telling me is I hope you change. And I hope you change the way I want you to change. I hope you start living your life the way I want you to live your life. And I think that's a really rude thing to say to someone. I would not hope that you would change. You have your
But
relationship with God. Let me finish. You have your relationship with God. You have your religion, and I want you to maintain it. If you are happy, if it makes you happy and fulfilled and gives you peace, please stay in your religion, pray to your God, do your thing, enjoy it. But the moment you tell me that you're praying so that I can convert to your religion, so I can know God, so I can do something that I don't want to do, that's kind of crossing a boundary. Can't you see how that's kind of crossing a line? Because I wouldn't do that to you.
no, but regardless, I'm a fair person and I'm willing to listen to whatever it is that you're telling me. So it goes both ways of boundaries and respect. I didn't come here to argue with you,
Right, but
debate you.
I haven't what boundaries of yours have I crossed?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like it's a fair thing for both of us. It's
Okay.
listening to each other and understanding what each other feel. I'm not asking you to convert or sway anything. I'm just telling you what I was going to do for you on my
Okay, but
behalf to
so
God.
I would say in the future, maybe if you're going to pray, just you could just like keep it to yourself. Like you could just go and pray and you don't have to tell me that you're going to do that. And then it wouldn't have to be this whole thing where you're like trying to convince me to be something or somebody that I'm not, you know?
Now, I just wanted to let you know it was all genuine. It had nothing to do with
I
me
understand.
trying
No,
to show
I
off.
do get that. I used to be a Christian. And I was very genuine when I said it to people too, and I do understand that, and I can appreciate that. But I, I would just say like you haven't really given me a good reason, and I don't. So far, you've been very vague about like this truth and faith and God, and so I'm really not clear on exactly like what step I go from here or what you would want
But
me to do. But it kind of seems like you
this is
just
the
want to
thing.
kind of pray for me and leave it alone. So that's
Yeah,
understandable.
but this is the thing. No matter, and I've seen hundreds of people stitching your videos. No
Yeah.
matter what anybody presents to you, it's something that you're not willing to accept or listen to without having to say anything or questioning everything about it. And I've seen your stitches and I've seen your responses and stuff like that. So it's like no
Wait, are
matter
you saying
what
I shouldn't
any
question what people tell me?
no, you have all right to, but I'm just
I think
saying
we
like
should question everything everybody tells us, right?
of course. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that you can't, but it's just like from I see it from different people's videos that have stitched you or what's on. It's a lot of things that doesn't come from love. It's kind of like uh, not saying that it doesn't come from love. It's kind of like a rebuke whenever you state things like as if you don't have this respect or this love for the God that everyone worships. But at the same time,
And
like I
not
said,
everybody worships your God. And I don't have to respect a God that I don't believe in. I'm not
yeah,
obligated to respect a God I don't believe in.
yeah, and that's the beauty of free will. But
Okay.
like I
Well, I
said,
hope thank you so much for your thoughts. And I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest.
okay, bye.